Ladies and gentlemen, from the Sportatorium in beautiful downtown Dallas, Texas, we bring to you another installment of Slammin' Synapses right here on Facebook and YouTube. Actually, we're coming to you from the Midwest. But, like I said, welcome to another installment of Slammin' Synapses right here, once again on Facebook and YouTube. Once again, this is submitted for possible inclusion to PW Insider's family of websites. It's pwinsider.com, pwinsiderelite.com, and pwextranoe.com. Elite's, like I said, it's a definitely great paid site to go to. Lots of great audio, lots of great video. One segment, if you're into Florida wrestling, Richard Triunfo has a Land of Wrestling segment. Comes at you every, I believe, Monday or Tuesday. Definitely a good thing if you're a Florida fan or want to check out on FCW and things of that nature. Does a great job covering it. Check it out. If you want to subscribe to me, you'll see a thing up here. Click on it. Keep up to date with me. If you're viewing me with your phone, there's ways to do that as well. Drop me a comment. You can do so at the bottom of the screen here, or however you find out there. What else? If you saw my Facebook page a while ago, you saw a mention about how we're going to do with future installments here. Wednesday nights or Thursday nights will be my wrestling-based ones. Those are going to be the ones that I submit for inclusion for the PW Insider home of websites. Like I said, what I would say is that it's always going to be submitted for possible inclusion because I'm never sure, because I don't have a definite permanent presence there. Dave Scherer, the owner of the website, is definitely gracious enough to put my segments on there. So, but like I said, hopefully I make the main site, or if I'm not, I'm happy where I'm at. More than I'm happy to be on there. So, and then the other ones, if I do anything aside from that, it may be wrestling based, it may be something completely different. Next week, I know in all likelihood I'm going to be doing 2 of these. So, one of them will be, of course, wrestling related. The other one, just keep watching. I think you'll enjoy it. So, if you saw from the beginning of this video, we're going to be talking about World Class Championship Wrestling. There's 2 DVDs definitely worth checking out. Triumph and Tragedy of World Class Championship Wrestling and Heroes of World Class. Both can be found through the Amazon Superstore at pwinsider.com. By all means, go there, order some stuff, put some money in their pocket. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Be going to a great group. We'll be going to a great group of people there. Now, this is going to be one of those revisiting type things because there's no way that I could do justice cramming World Class into a week or two. And I think this may be the only federation that I do this for, because to me, aside from NWA in the 80s, whereas some people have a reverence for ECW, and rightfully so, I will always have a reverence for World Class Championship Wrestling. Wrestling was so good that a lot of feuds going on, that a lot of action on there. Devastation Incorporated, the Von Erichs, the Freebirds, just Chris Adams, Gina Hernandez, the Great Kabuki, Bruiser Brody, Dingo Warrior, so much more. I can't even try to give it justice by cramming everything into a short snack size segment here. And I do also, with regards to revisiting ones, I'm going to get back to my History of WrestleMania segments. Just have to work out some things to just get all ducks in a row with regards to that. So keep checking me for that one. But we're going to keep revisiting World Class, talk about the feuds, talk about this, that, and the other. As I said, I really can't put this into a 1-part series or a 2-part or a 3 or what have you, because everything on the card was just that good, and there's so much stuff to call from that, like I said, I cannot do it justice by trying to cram it into a short segment here. So stay tuned. I saw World Class Championship Wrestling on KDOC TV channel 56. It was on every week. WCCW was not one of those places that went all over the United States. They their main focus was in the Texas area. Though granted, they did kind of get out of there, but in watching the program, it definitely had a national feel to it. I mean, it wasn't WWE, it wasn't NWA, although they weren't NWA affiliates, so we see people like Ric Flair and the NWA champions pass by, but for the most part, it just had a nationwide feel to it. A lot of slick presentation. And if you go back to a previous segment that I did called CM Punk, Terry Taylor, and Commentating 101, the Commentating 101 goes into how the Federation was dealt with in terms of commentating. Nowadays, you have three people and they stumble over each other and they take away from the match, whereas with World Class Championship Wrestling, they only had one person. Just one. That's all it took. Either Bill Mercer or Mark Lawrence or Michael St. John later. All it took was one person to get everything across. And they did a good job with it. I mean, I knew what was going on in the match. I got a history of what was going on. I knew I was brought up to date with the speed with the storyline. So that's all that mattered. So like I said, if I did a segment prior to this where for 20 minutes I was rambling because it was hard for me to find a jumping off point or try to find something that I can convey that you take something away from, and I just couldn't do it because there was just way too much stuff that I could have possibly gone into. So like I said, we're going to revisit World Class Championship Wrestling from time to time. So by all means, stay tuned. Promise I won't let you down. Like I said, next week we will be doing a regular wrestling-based segment, and next week, like I said, I may do a second one. Second one's going to be interesting. So, and if that goes off well, it's something that I may do next year. Because what I'm going to do it on is something it's a TV show done every year during this time frame. So, not going to give too much away. No, what the hell? We'll give it away. Give you something to watch for it. I'm a fan of America's Got Talent. It's a great show. Definitely worth checking out. So next week, I'm going to be going into once the YouTube video people get on. Once they get voted through, then I'm going to give you my overview on the contestants and their chances and what I think about each. There was a week or two where we had severe weather here, so I wasn't able to watch most of it because they kept breaking away for weather broadcast. So I'm going to try my best to catch up through other ways of viewing it, so that I could give you a comprehensive viewpoint of the show, given my thoughts. So stay tuned for next week's regular Synapses, as well as segment on America's Got Talent. So for Slammin' Synapses, this is Albert Guerrier saying so long. You have a good night. Have a nice day. Peace. We're out of here. Bye.